Hello everyone, this is Lucy from Hebei Dent Metal Technology Company Limited. That our company professional in wire mesh fence about 30 years. Hello, this is Lucy from Hebei Dent Metal Technology Company Limited. That our company professional in wire mesh fence about 30 years. Our company's many products is the cover fence, wire mesh fence, steel fence, 358 fence, and the double fence, temper fence, crowded control barrier, and many other fences, and the gapping box. Today we will introduce the horizontal wire mesh fence for you. You can see the small sample. It is the horizontal. It is the double wire fence. You can see from this. There are two pieces of the horizontal wire, or one piece of the vertical wire. This panel surface treatment is always inside wire. We can deal with the black wire welded into one panel. Then we will do the powder coated on it. Another surface is the inside where we can do electric galvanized wire. Then we will do the powder coated on the surface. The third surface treatment, we can do the hot dipped galvanized wire welded into the panel. Then we will do the powder coated on the surface. You can see the color. This color, the panel is the green color. There are two horizontal wire, one vertical wire. The horizontal wire we can produce 5 millimeter. This another horizontal wire also 5 millimeter. Vertical wire we can do 4 millimeter. Then this panel wire diameter is 5 millimeter, 4 millimeter, 5 millimeter. There are three pieces. Another wire diameter we can do the horizontal wire. These two horizontal wire we can do 6 millimeter. Vertical wire we can do 5 millimeter. Then the more thicker that we can do horizontal wire is 8 millimeter. The vertical wire is 6 millimeter. But the 8 millimeter is too thick that the material is only the black wire. But if you need the inside wire, need electric galvanized, we can do black wire welded into the panel. Then we will do the electric galvanized on the surface. After the electric galvanized, we will do the powder coated on it. Have a look at this post. This post is a rectangle post. The size it is always 40 by 60 millimeter, 60 by 80 millimeter. Then another special size is 30 by 50 millimeter. This post thickness we also can do 1 millimeter, 1.2 millimeter, 1.5 millimeter, 2 millimeter, even 2.5 millimeter or 3 millimeter. This post surface treatment is the material of the rectangle post. The surface before powder coated, it is always the pre-galvanized tube. Then that when you need the post, for example 1.8 meter, that we will cut the tube into 1.8 size. After that we will do the surface powder coated on it. You can see this install clamp. This install clamp is we first install the behind plastic clamp on the post. Then we will put the back panel on the plastic post. The before one is a stainless steel or galvanized plate on the panel. Then we will use the screw and bolt into the post to install the panel and post together. This surface treatment we can do like this color, gray color. Also, we can also powder coated into green color, blue color, white color, and many other colors to meet your need. This surface treatment we also can do the galvanized, the hot dipped galvanized. The surface treatment is black wire welded into the whole panel. Then we will do the hot dipped after the wire welded into the panel. The post before hot dipped, we also can use the black tube material to cut the height according your size. Then we will do the hot dipped surface treatment on it. This one you can see on the bottom of the post that we welded a square steel feet. The size it is always 150 millimeter by 150 millimeter. The thickness we can get 5 to 6 millimeter. On every corner of the feet that we punched the hole to install with the concrete place. We will use a expansion screw and bolt to put the feet into the ground. Then, if you want to install this double fence into a soft place, for example, the soft soil or sand, that we can make the post longer than the panel. It is almost 50 centimeters longer than the panel. We will put the 50 centimeter longer post into the ground to install the panel and the post. But if you want to install the post on the concrete places, that we can weld the square steel plate under the post. Then we punch the 4 holes on every corner. We will use the expansion bolt install the post with the ground. Okay, this is a gray color double wire fence. This install method. Then another install method. It is similar. Let me show another sample. Have a look at this. This one is another color of the double wire fence. It is the dark green color. You can see the panel is the black color. The post is the green color. You can see this double wire. The size we can keep same with the first one we introduced. We can do 2 5 millimeter horizontal wire. Then the vertical wire we can do 4 millimeter. Another size is the 2 piece of the horizontal wire diameter is 6 millimeter. The vertical wire we can do 5 millimeter. Another thick horizontal wire diameter we can do 8 millimeter. Then the vertical wear diameter we can do 6 millimeter. The hole size you can see the vertical mesh size we can get 200 millimeter or 150 millimeter. The horizontal mesh size we can do 50 millimeter, 75 millimeter, 100 millimeter. Then the hole size we can do 50 millimeter by 200 millimeter, or 75 millimeter by 150 millimeter, or 100 millimeter by 200 millimeter. This surface treatment is also the powder coated. This inside wear we also can install black wear, electric galvanized wear, hot dipped galvanized wear. This post is also a rectangle post. You can see on the post top it is the plastic cap. This plastic cap we also can use the steel cap to install the plastic cap. Before when this install, we use a plastic clamp and the steel plate. And a steel plate, it is a long steel plate. It's a little similar with before we introduced one. First install is we install the plastic clamp on the post. Then we use the steel plate to put on the clamp. Use the screw and bolts. Install the plate and the panel with the post together. This plate size we always can do 20 millimeter by 4 millimeter. This surface treatment is also can keep same color with the post. Like this one, it's all the green color. Then we use the bolts and screw to install the plate and the post together. This screw and bolt we can use stainless steel or hot dipped galvanized or electric galvanized screw. It is an anti-thief screw. You can see if you use normally hand tool that it can't take it out. It only need the special tools to take it out. Also, this one it is a welded plate. This welded plate can install the double wear fence with on the concrete places. We also can make the post longer than the panel to install the double wear fence in the soft places. For example, the sand and the soft soil places. Okay, this is the second double wear fence. Then we will introduce another install method of the double wear fence. This sample is also the double wear fence. You can see the wear is a little thicker than before to one sample. This wear diameter can get 5 millimeter by vertical wear 4 millimeter, or 6 millimeter by vertical wear 5 millimeter, or 2 pieces of the horizontal wear 8 millimeter by vertical 6 millimeter. The mesh size is the same that we can produce from 50 by 200 millimeter, 75 by 150 millimeter, 100 by 200 millimeter. You can see the small sample. It is also installed with a rectangle post. This rectangle post is steel. The surface treatment is also pre-galvanized pipe cut into your request heat. Then we do the powder coated on the post. This panel surface treatment is black wire or electric galvanized wire or hot dipped galvanized wire welded into the panel. Then we will do the powder coated on the surface treatment. You can see this rectangle post is also the plastic cap. We also can use the steel cap to install it. This clamp is also the plastic clamp. Like this. This plastic cap, plastic clamp, you can see we attach the wire into the plastic clamp. There are different holes to connect wire and post. That will make the panel will tight. It can protect the panel from move down and up when you install. How about this? Look this plastic clamp that have two holes. We can use the screw and the bolt install the panel and the post together. Under the post, it also uses the It also uses the steel plate. It is a square steel plate, the size as we before introduced. It can get 150 millimeter by 150 millimeter, and on every corner we punched the holes to use the expansion bolts. We use the expansion bolts, install the post and the ground together. Then this is the third double wire fence. Okay, we will introduce another install method. It is the square post. Can install the rectangle post. Okay, this install method, it is the square post installed with the double wire fence panel. On the post top, you can see it is a plastic cap. This square post we can do 40 by 40, 60 by 60, 80 by 80 millimeter. The thickness, the post thickness we can do 1 millimeter, 1.2 millimeter, 1.5 millimeter, 2 millimeter, 2.5 millimeter. This post material is also the pre-galvanized pipe. That's why we use the pre-galvanized pipe, because there is zinc coated on the post material. It is can keep the post from rust. Then it keeps the post. It can make the post keep a long time under the sunshine or rain. But if you use the black pipe instead of the pre-galvanized pipe, it also can meet your need. But it not keep longer than the pre-galvanized pipe. On the pre-galvanized pipe that we do the powder coated, like the green one. Another color we can do a green, white, blue as before we introduced for you. This install clamp, you can see it is a plastic square clamp. Behind the post set, you can see it is two set screw and bolts for the plastic cap. This plastic clamp that is not easy or broken. We also can install the steel clamp and the steel cap to instead of the plastic cap and clamp. This double wear panel that as before we introduced, the wear diameter can be 2 5mm, 1 piece 4mm, 2 6mm, 1 5mm, 2 8mm, 1 6mm. This mesh holes is also can get from 50mm by 200mm, 75mm by 150mm, 100mm by 200mm. This post you can also choose install in the soft places or on the concrete. If you want to install the post on the concrete places, we can weld the steel plate on the bottom of the post. This plate size, as before we introduced, is 150 by 150mm. Thickness can get 5mm or 6mm. Then we use the expansion bolt install the post on the concrete places. If you install the post on the soft places, for example, the soft soil, sand, that we can make the post longer than the panel. As before we introduced, it is always 50 centimeter longer than the panel. Then we will put the 50 centimeter longer post into the ground to install the panel and the post together. This is another double wear fence. Another one, it is similar the double wear fence. It named the cover double wear fence. You can see on the top it uses the spackle on it, like this. Then it adds the decorative on the fence. It can be used in the garden fence, school fence, road fence, and many other places that you like. This post is a square post. You can see it is a square post. On the square post, it is used a steel cap with a bowl on it welded together. Then we do the surface, the powder coated on it. This steel post material, we also use the pre-galvanized pipe and the pre-galvanized cap welded together. Then we will do the powder coated for the whole post. On the top of the post, it is a bowl like this. Then it will be more beautiful. You can choose the post install with bowl or not. That according your like. This post install clamp with install the panel with this clamp is the plastic clamp. Install the panel and the post together. It is same with before we introduced It is the plastic clamp. Behind it also two sets screw and bolt to make the post and panel more test. This plastic clamp, you can see there is a small hole on the side. Then it connects the wire into the hole. It can protect the panel move down and up when you install. This cover fence, the double wire fence, we also can get two horizontal wire diameter can get 5 millimeter. This vertical wire diameter can get 4 millimeter. Other two horizontal wire diameter can get 6 millimeter. The vertical wire diameter can 5 millimeter. Other horizontal wire diameter can get 8 millimeter. Vertical wire can get 6 millimeter. This square post size we can produce the 60 by 60, 80 by 80 millimeter. The post thickness we can get from 1 millimeter, 1.2 millimeter, 1.5 millimeter, 2 millimeter, 2.5 millimeter. The height of the post we can produce 1 meter to 2.9 meters. That it according your request of the panel size. The length of the panel that we can produce from 1 meter to 3 meter. The height of the panel we can produce from 1 meter to 2.9 meters. This cover fence that is more decorative than the double wire fence that we introduced before. Which one you would like, you can contact me. We are the factory to produce professional in the wire mesh fence. The double wire fence panel, the pallet is the panel we always package in every pieces in the plastic panel. Then we will put one piece by one piece into the wooden pallet or steel pallet to protect it from broken. This post we always package in the plastic film or bottle film. Then we put it in bulk into in the container. That it also will protect the post from broken when delivering the container on the sea. Okay, if you like our double wire fence, don't forget contact me. My name is Lucy. Thank you.